Yes. So if you don't have videos on your website right now, this is something that you have to take a look at. It says by the year 2017, over 70% of total web traffic will be from videos. So that means if you don't have videos on your site, or at least a YouTube channel with everything relating and connected to your site, you are going to be behind the times. It's as if you didn't have a website at all. So we're going to go over not exactly how to make the videos, but how to, once you have the videos, how to optimize them. So I guess we can talk about that first, how to make the videos. First of all, you want some great content, and you want one video for each, at least at a minimum, your homepage for sure, and then a video for each one of your product or service pages. So you should have a separate page for each product or service, and then you want to, you can even have more than one video. You can have 2 or 3 videos. It just depends on what your product is, how to best display your items. If it's a service, how to show that. And the video can be anything. It doesn't have to be you talking to the camera. It can be a slideshow. It can be, you can use, there's all these web programs out there. Some are free, some are paid. They can make pretty easy videos for you. You can make animated videos. I mean, there's all sorts of things out there. You can do a slideshow with some text and music. So it doesn't necessarily have to be you speaking right into the camera. You can even take a testimonial of one of your happy customers. If, let's say, you do houses, you can just take a video of the inside of the house. Preferably, you want to use professional equipment, but if you're, if you're really like small, tiny business, you don't have a big marketing budget, you can even take them off your smartphone if it's a high-quality video. But what I would recommend, especially if you're a smaller business or medium-sized business, you would probably want to just, I mean, I use just PowerPoint, and I use some stock photography from online, or you can use your own pictures. Just do a 5-slideshow, 1-minute video, put a little music, free legal music, and put a little bit of, voiceover, and you can do all that with just PowerPoint or any other one of those video editing softwares. So took me about 3 or 4 hours to learn how to do that. So if you invest a little bit of time in your business, you can have some great videos as well. All right, so first off, you want some great content. Some of the tips that would work for YouTube, to give a preview, just like how Paul gave a preview of this webinar today. He said what the 3 things we're going to be doing. So in this video, we'll be taking a look at how to, or today we're speaking about. So this sets up the video nicely if you say how many seconds the video is. And that also prevents people from fast forwarding or ending the video early, because the goal is to have them watch the entire video. Secondly, you want to optimize titles. So what does that mean? Optimize is just a fancy word for, making the title interesting. So you want to have the keyword in your title. So if you want to rank for, let's say, like our client today, garage doors, you better have garage doors in the title somewhere, and preferably towards the beginning. Because if it's just a video that says, a great video #1, or, your company name, video 2, it's not going to rank you as well as if it was your keyword. So you want it to be a memorable title, short title, only 10 words or less. If you can use numbers, that would be great. And then you want to write some sort of like a script here. So this would be the description here. The next one is optimize the description. You can see this one's very detailed here. So a simple, effective, cheap raised garden bed project for growing vegetables at home. You want to provide some sort of place or action for them to go to. So it says click here for more info. There's a link here. Then you want to kind of outline, do kind of like a mini show notes here. So you can see that there's an outline here for this. And if you guys see anything at all you want to jump into for any general YouTube video tips, feel free to jump in, Paul and Blake. But you can see that this takes a lot of time. If you just simply take your video, post it up online, you're not going to get as good of a click-through and as many views and it's not going to be as effective and shareable if you don't take the time to do some of these things. And I know it's a lot of effort, but let's say you only have 10 videos on your website, you better make sure those 10 videos are the best that they can be, and so they'll have lasting power online. All right.
You're doing
And
good so far, Rob. I do
I
have some
mean,
tips, but I wanna let you get through all this content
oh,
because you're
sure,
doing a
sure.
good job.
So just like Google, YouTube also has their own ranking algorithm. So the description is usually 160 word minimum, not character, but word. So you want to include the keyword in there and a call to action. So if you want them to come to your website, that would be the call to action. If you want them to share the video, that could be a call to action. I mean, there's plenty of call to actions that they can take there. So you want to make sure that you tell them in the video and in the description what you want them to do. Um, all right, so it also stresses the first two sentences. So most people, when they see the big description, all they want to see is those first sentence or two to see if it's worth watching the whole video. So that's really where your big description and opportunity is right there. All right. Then you want to do some tags. So yeah, I know WordPress and blogs, things like that, tags are not as important. In YouTube, they're very important. So you definitely want to do your different tags. So there's three types of tags. There's specific tags, contextual tags, and generic tags. So the tags will increase your YouTube views like significantly. Because when you type into YouTube, it doesn't work exactly like how Google works. They have their own separate algorithm. So these words are extremely important, just like on another website that uses tags that it's extremely important would be like Etsy.com, that crafting website. Their whole algorithm is based on tags. So a tag can be anything that describes your video, usually one word, couple words. So the specific is the long tail keywords, like a large pasta machine. Contextual would be the actual subject, so pasta or cooking. And then the generic is things like DIY, how to, top 10, so things like that. So you can see you want to vary your tags right here. And when you upload your video, there's a spot just for everything here, so it's very easy to do. Here's another cool, important one, setting the thumbnail. Have you ever noticed if you upload a video on YouTube, it just picks whatever the image is to display your video, and sometimes you're like, no, I didn't want that to represent my video. I wanted this slide or this part of the video would best represent me. So if you don't set it, it's just going to automatically pick some random frame in the video. But you can set it and by creating just a picture and then uploading that picture. So Canva is a really popular tool to do this. You can just do it right on your computer. I mean, there's tons of different tools you can use to set this thumbnail. But things that you want to see in your thumbnail, because the thumbnail is really the most important part. That is the biggest advertiser for your YouTube video. I mean, when you go to YouTube, how do you pick your video? Do you read the full description of each video, or do you go by whatever the picture and what the video looks like? We can do an example here. What's a subject, you guys? Let's pick a subject on YouTube to look at a video. Or what's something fun that you guys look for?
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't know if this is fun, but how to rank on Google.
How to rank on Google.
Ooh, what
So,
fun.
okay,
Look at
so
those thumbnails.
which one of these are the thumbnails here. Which one of these would you guys pick?
Number 2.
How to rank high on Google, and why would you pick that?
It's because it says rank high on. It's exactly what I was typing in, or it's very close to it. So that's why I want to click on it and hear what this guy has to say. And then and it's technically the first result under the ad as well, which is one reason that most people do it. But yeah, that's my reasoning. I guess the second one, if I sat here and thought about which one I want to watch first, I'd probably go maybe the second one because of the number of views.
You mean
But
you don't want to go with this lazy ass stoner here?
Wow.
He's
but
actually always ranking on SEO. I see his videos all over the place for
yeah.
SEO.
But he's 2 years old, and the first result is
Uh-huh.
3 months old, which is probably why
Exactly.
he's
That's
making
another
over.
good
Right.
good point. Although he does have the most views here, so
Mhm.
so most people will only look at the picture when they're trying to decide which video they're seeing. So that's why the thumbnail is so important.
No,
And
wait. Scroll down. Let's see. Let's look at this guy in the gray shirt with the green background. Looks like it's from like the 80s in his mom's basement.
4 years ago,
Oh, wait,
and
that's Matt
no
Cutts I'm
text.
making fun of.
Yeah, there's no text over there. You're making fun of me. Okay,
But
so that's like he was like the Google go-to guy.
that's right.
All right, so we can see that thumbnail is a huge deal. So you can actually pick this. You don't have to let Google pick it for you. But you can see this one, kind of boring. Can't see anything. Um, you definitely want to have the text overlaying on there because that will increase your views. So you want to make it pop, brightly colored, clear faces, close-ups, good background. The text, they recommend about 4 words or less. I know some of these had a little bit more, like how to rank in Google. This one has 3, this one's got 4. So you can see that as long as it's easy to read and big, most of these have faces on them. Um, so you definitely want to do uh, just put your best foot forward. Think of it as a billboard. This is your advertisement and your one chance to get clicked on. So be reviewed on size. Okay, the size is 120 by 68 pixels. I think the maximum is like 200 megabytes. So there is a technical side to uploading these thumbnails. You also want to make sure that, yeah, so that's the little preview. When you watch a video, like let's just click on one of these. See this little preview? So this is the actual size to get the next video clicked on. So you want to make sure that not only does your thumbnail on the previous page, the big version of the thumbnail, is accurate and fits all that criteria, but also you want to make sure your small version does. Like for example, this one looks the same whether it's big or small, how to rank high on Google, but let's see, like this one's really hard to read. I can maybe read the big version, but this one's too small to read all this text.
He's trying to shove too much stuff in that slide there.
Yeah, exactly. So that would be like a bad example of what you don't want to. That's what you don't want to do, and you want to make sure it's just visible, whether it's large or small.
I love those pictures with the guys with the thumbs up. Maybe I should do my videos like that, just a big.
Yeah, exactly. With a high five. Or, and then lastly, this happens all the time on YouTube. Avoid the bait and switch. What's that? I know Blake will know this. This famous one, like when you get rickrolled. Explain what that is, Blake.
They give you this idea that you're clicking on just something important or something related to what you're reading, and it's a video of Rick Astley's "Never Gonna Give You Up" YouTube video. So they kind
Yeah, that's
of
probably the most
trick
famous
you.
bait and switch. Yeah. But if you have a video, you got all this advertising, all this description, it's all, for one thing, and then like here's a great example. You put a picture of like, Pam Anderson on the front of your video, but when they click on it, it has nothing to do with her. So it has to do with, you just wanted to click. So that would be an example of like clickbait. So you want it to be accurate, attention grabbing, so you definitely want to make sure that your thumbnails, I mean, really one of the biggest things about YouTube, getting your video clicked on. That's I wrote duh here because of course you want high quality video. And I mean, you'll get more views and you'll get a better user experience with a higher quality video. I mean, does it always have to be super high quality? I mean, if it's representing your business, I would say yes. If it's a video you're sharing with your friends, then probably not. But by high quality, I also mean, maybe Paul, you can talk to this, just like how you take pictures and you have to get the shadow right, everything out of the picture. Maybe you can talk about more of the quality of not just the HD quality, but the quality when you're filming.
Yeah, so there's more than just the quality of the equipment, because you can actually do some pretty high-end looking video without having a whole bunch of high-end equipment. In fact, you can even get like a $200, $300 camera from the store, and there's tons of people who even use their smartphone, which technically is like a $300 or $400 device, and just mount it. They have things that hold it. You set it up in a tripod, but there's a lot of things to think about. You want to make sure that the light's coming into you. So if you look at here, I'll put this on me so you can see me. You see the light is coming towards this side of the face. If I was really making a professional video, I'd make sure that this camera here was pointing at me and the light was behind it, so this way that light was coming in onto me. And natural light is always going to be the best, but if you don't have natural light, getting getting lights that are daytime temperature, meaning in the 5600 lumens area, will look much more natural as it's the same temperature as daylight than any other light. So if you just took an incandescent light like I have on this lamp here, that's something that if you had like a normal shop light or just a normal fluorescent light, those things are going to make you look dark and weird. Also, you should pay attention to the background. Right now, this looks like I'm in a nice, clean vacation rental here. But if we're going to be doing a professional video that's going to be something that represents your business, at my home office in Chicago, I have a nice white background. You can do a whole green screen thing, but you really got to light the green screen exactly right for it to cut around you. And if you have hair, like you can see that this piece of hair right here, as I pull it up, if the green screen isn't perfectly lit around that, it's going to look all pixelated and digitized behind that. So if you're able to pick a background that's solid, that looks cool. You can even get something that looks like you're in a New York high-rise and just hang it right behind you, and that would look professional. So there's all sorts of little things you can do with the lighting and how the background looks. But the other thing that's super important is the audio. So I remember watching a YouTube video when I was learning how to do great YouTube videos, and this guy was talking about they should call it vaudio, meaning that it's one part video and another part audio, and the audio is just so important. If it doesn't sound quality as it's coming through, people are going to be turned off by that right away. So I have a little lapel mic. I got it off of Amazon for like or 20, 30 bucks. I clip it to my shirt here. It's got a puff filter. This mic that I'm talking into now does not have a puff filter, and you can hear this. And when I think you just heard a pop, so you can hear it blows out the microphone. That little puff filter prevents that, and plus if you get a lapel mic down here, it still picks up your voice. You could do like a shotgun mic behind there that can pick up your voice really well. But all those little things really make the video have a professional feel and a quality to them, and if you pay attention to those little things, it can really boost the professionalism and the feel that somebody has as they're watching the video. Was that what you were after, Robin?
Yeah, definitely. And I was going to say the cheap way to avoid buying light bulbs is just to film outside on a sunny day.
That's right.
uh, but there is, yeah, just the quality of the video will make a huge, huge difference in people actually watching your video. So
They'll want to watch more, too.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Because then if the quality's not good, all they're relying on is, hopefully you'll have really, really compelling content so that they'll stay. But all right, so the next topic is transcribing show notes, and I think we got the perfect guy to talk about show notes here because he's taking them right now.
Nice. So when you take show notes, it does a couple things. For one, it gives you good content for your blog post or your YouTube description area. And if you get good at nailing down the times someone brings something up or shares a useful link or just says anything you find might be useful to other people around the world or to what you are discussing, a good thing to do is write these show notes and share them with each video. I think it's only been popular in probably the last 5 or 10 years, but I think as more podcasts are coming along and they're getting longer and longer, either the person who makes the podcast or whoever they hire, they have them do these useful show notes so people could either read it like a table of contents and skip to a section that they want to be at or something that they remembered and showed a friend and say, hey, around the 30-minute mark, they talk about the health benefits of this or the getting found benefits of this using this on your website. And I think it's just becoming more and more popular and useful at the same time.
Yeah, that's great. And then also there's a auto transcriber that YouTube has. Don't use that because it's not gonna be accurate and it's not gonna be what you want. You can use it and then edit it later, but yeah, let's say like Blake was saying, let's say you have like a 20-minute podcast. If someone wants to fast forward to the part that they really are interested in, then you can do it like that. Or the other thing you can do is just break it up, which goes into the short and sweet. If you have, let's say you have uh, a podcast broken up into a bunch of different segments, well, you can take that podcast and split it up into 5-minute videos, and then a lot of times people will be more compelled to watch that. Then on the side you'll get that preview, like if they watch one here, then they can watch the next 4 of your videos over here or go to your channel. So that can definitely increase your video views if you have shorter videos. Um, and you want to make sure, this is very important, you want to have a single focus. So if you have too much in one video, it's going to lose the attention of people, and you're also losing an opportunity to be very specific on your description and title for that video. So, I mean, if I was to make a video out of this article, I'd probably split it up into 13 different videos that were under 5 minutes each to describe each one of these things. All right. So
Great
the
technique.
next,
I mean, yeah,
okay.
even what you're, if we wanted to take this article, Robin, we could do a little 90-second video on each of these different elements and insert them all on this page that we're looking at on your screen now. And yeah, that gives this page a whole bunch of great extra Google points, Google juice, because it's got a bunch of videos on there. They can be found on YouTube. If someone lands on this page, they watch little 90-second snippets on each one of these different items. So that's a great idea. Is you just go through all your content and talk about it, make it into a video, and split it all up. That's a great technique.
Yeah, and like Paul said, you might make a 90-second video for each one of these, but to really go back and optimize these to do all these steps, I mean, you're talking about maybe an hour plus. So just take the time to do it, and then you'll see the results change. And you definitely have to do it right away as well. For example, part of YouTube's algorithm is they measure in the first week how good your video is doing. So the first week that you put your video up, they're gonna push you up towards the top, and it's gonna show up in more searches because what they're trying to do is measure how good that video is. So if you're getting a ton of clicks and you're getting a good amount of people watching the whole way through, or people doing or linking or things like that and sharing it, what's going to happen is your video is going to stay up at the top. But if they can see it's a low quality video, so they're measuring that through all these indicators, and then you're going to just drop off the page. So that first week is crucial. You got to promote it in that first week. Do all that. You can't just put the video up and then 2 weeks later do all this stuff. This stuff has got to go the first day you put the video up, or otherwise you can take the video down and re-upload it and do all these things. But that first week is crucial. All right. Because in the world of YouTube, everything's fast. All right, adding motion. Just think of those old MTV videos when you had, everything moving every 5 seconds or every like half a second. They recommend 3 to 10 seconds at a minimum that you have to have something moving on the screen, whether you cut to a new scene or you zoom in and out of a picture. So you can't just have a still video or still slides. It's got to keep moving because it adds interest to the viewers. And then, of course, you have to add music or something to your track. Maybe I'll let Terry talk about this one, the music guy. What's like something you search later or a band that you like here?
I'm a Genesis man myself.
All right, so let's look at Genesis here. All right, so out of these, which one would you pick based on the video?
I can't talk.
I'd be looking further down for something good.
Yeah. But you can see some of these
like
videos.
That one right there, live. You just passed it live 73. It's up a little ways. That one.
Oh yeah. So that would be one. That would be a good one to look. It looks like it's 3 years old, 1973, but it has a very accurate title there. You can see that you're going to get a live view of the band, but you want to add interest to your videos. So you want to have some sort of music track on them. If you just have a dry video with no music in the background, I mean, it's going to be boring. Even if the music's really quiet and you want to pick the right music, you want to set the tone. So if you have, I did a relaxation massage video, and that, and I don't want to pick like, club techno music. I want it to be soft, relaxing music. So you just have to match it to whatever you like.
All right. Well, I'm going to interject here just for a
Mhm.
second because there's some suspicion on the group here that you cut me out of the webinar so you could talk longer about YouTube videos. But
Oh,
we're actually running against the clock a little bit, so I want to sort of get to these last couple
oh,
items
sure. I'll finish up here.
up so we can move on. Thank you.
All right, we kind of already talked about call to action. At the end, you want to say, and in the description and in the end, you want to say what you want the person to do after they've watched your video. You have to have something that you want them to do, not just watch it. So if you like my video, please do this. Ask nicely at the end of the video. Maybe have a slide saying go visit my website or share this video or watch my other videos. So you definitely want to have them do something because that's the whole reason why you're putting this video up. All right, link to other videos. That's something that will definitely help you. If you're linking to videos that have something to do with your context, linking to those videos is going to it's going to make you very popular on YouTube, and especially in that first week. So other people are going to find your video. And the last step is link building. These are the things that you should be doing in that very, very crucial first week that we talked about. So it's kind of like breathing life into your video at the beginning. You want to post it on any social media platforms you can, email it to your customers, put it on your email list, email friends and family, post on forums. You want to post this everywhere. Just promote it as much as you can. Definitely embed it on your site's blog, Google My Business. You could promote it on Facebook. Ask friends to create video responses. I know some of these are harder than others, but if you can just get one of those, that would be great. And then write a press release about it, but you can see how much work that this would take to do all these things. So you can't just throw up a video on YouTube and expect it to be promoted for you. It's as if you had, like Terry always uses that example of, if you have a business, you made a great website, then you print out all these cards promoting your website, and you never hand them out. So no one knows about your website. Well, if you just throw up a video on YouTube, you can't expect people to just watch it. You have to promote the video. So there's also this tool, Majestic Site Explorer. That's one that can help you find links, potential links for your video, ones that are related. But there's all these things you can do for YouTube. So if you just picked out a couple of these, it'd be better than doing nothing. But any final thoughts, you guys, on YouTube videos and promoting and optimizing YouTube videos?
Anybody? I think you did a great job, except for the part I missed. I can't really comment on, but it sounds like you did a great job of giving a lot of great information here. And I always like that segment where you jump into a topic like that. I think you did a really good job. Did anybody think we missed anything?
I think Robin did fantastic. So thank you, Robin, for putting this blog article together. We found a really great piece of content. Robin took that, did some additional research, and put this all together. And we're implementing this as part of our process for what we do for our clients. So if you're learning this for the first time from us, that's great. If you decide to hire us to help you and you want us to help you with your videos, we'll make sure that these are all part of that process.